Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make some worm compost tea. My indoor starts have developed some aphids and white flies, and so this works as a really good insecticide. I did spray them with some neem oil to kind of get started on managing those the aphids and the white flies. But now I really want to boost the insecticidal power and also kind of give the plants a little boost to kind of recover from the neem oil. The neem oil can be kind of harsh. So let's get started. So this is a 19 liter, close to 5 gallon pot. So as per instructions, we want to put 5 handfuls or cups. I'm going to put 5 cups roughly of worm compost into this, or worm castings. You can do one, the suggestion is about 1 cup per gallon. And since 20 liters is about 5 gallons, that's what we're aiming for. I had to purchase some worm castings because mine are still trying to break down because I didn't start them until December, so it's a little cold right now. But anyways, so nice rich black worm castings. 2, 3, 4, 5. You could measure, and you could also put it in a bag, like a tea bag or a mesh bag, to contain it. I like to just leave it like this and strain it out later, because I just feel like then the microbes can really access all parts of the molasses. Guess I forgot to say that we're doing a brewed version today, but I'll tell you how to do both because the setup's pretty similar. So now I'm going to fill this up with water. So I chose not to fill it up all the way, but you can do whatever you want. But anyways, so you can see it's already starting to show some bubble action because of the microbes that are in there. That's the pretty cool thing about worm castings, is because they're so microbiome packed, they start to react fairly quickly. If this was the steep method, I would just leave it and let it sit for 24 hours, up to 48 hours to just steep. I really like to do the brewed method because it just really gets the microbiome going. This is way more than I need for just spraying my starts down, but if I'm going to make some, I may as well make some and put it on the garlic and the strawberries and asparagus, and just to kind of help them give a spring boost. So you're going to want to use molasses for the brewed part. You can buy this at the grocery store. You want to put about 1 to 2 ounces. So 1, 2. I don't really measure, to be honest. I just put it in. And then here is my bubbler. This is just a fish bubbler that I've had forever. Just gotta make sure it's not oil on there. It's just water. And then you just put her in. And the bubbler will oxygenate it and really get those microbes really benefit from sugar and oxygen. And so this will just really get them going. And then leave it in over my garage. or in my garage for the night. I'm just going to cover it with a towel because it for ideally 3 days. We'll see if I get impatient or not, but I'll come back and check on it and show you guys as we go. And that's a simple, easy way to make a quick fertilizer and microbiome boost for your soil. You do want to put a towel and not a lid because you want it to be able to breathe. So don't put a tight fitting lid on here. A towel works fine. You can also just leave it open. Either works. Sit. After 72 hours of fermenting, now it's time to drain the liquid. I just have an old napkin that's got a lot of stains on it, and I've put it over top of a bucket. This top piece I've just put over top to hold the napkin in place, and then slowly start draining the liquid through. If you used a tea bag or a mesh bag of some sort, you don't have to do this step at all. You just pull the bag out of the castings and you have your liquid. Once it's drained, the castings at the bottom that are left over, they are also microbe active. And so you can just take that and you can put it wherever. You can put it on your lawn, you can put it in your garden, you can put it in your compost, outdoor compost bin or worm compost bin to kind of jumpstart the microbial activity. So that's just what was left of mine. I chose not to drain all of the liquid just for time consuming. And then once you get to the bottom, like I have, just kind of strain it out even more because most of my castings were actually in the bottom of the bucket. I don't have too much extra left over, and you end up with this wonderful tea. Here, I'm just going to spray. I put my compost tea into a spray bottle and spray the tops of each plant, and I will also dump the extra in the bottoms. As you can see, these plants are struggling a little bit, so we're just going to give it a little boost of microbial activity. The compost tea, once you're finished, it will only last 24 hours. So you do need to use it up and find places to either spray it or dump it. But no matter where you put it, the plants will benefit. If you would like to learn more about worm composting, please check out my website. I have a worm composting 101 course for everyone. Thanks.